You know, I love getting to the heart of the matter on issues. Hi, I'm Ron Futrell with Liberty.com. So let's cut through all the garbage here and get to what matters most during this election cycle as you consider who to vote for. Think of the big three. The big three. The votes that mattered most during this last election cycle over the last couple of years. The so-called stimulus, cap and trade, and health care. That's what you had. Know how your candidate voted on those three issues. I don't need to hear that somebody voted 55%, 75%, or 95% with Pelosi, Reid, or Obama. Loaded in there, you have all kinds of things like votes on naming post offices and stuff like that. All I care about, the big three right here, okay? Let me give them to you again. The stimulus, so-called, health care, and cap and trade. The Senate, by the way, never had a vote on cap and tax, or cap and trade, if you will. So it's just the big two as far as the senators are concerned. Now, if the candidate voted for the big three, then they voted for more government, they voted against the will of their constituents, and they voted for less liberty. You cannot have bigger government and more liberty. It never works that way, okay? You can't have big government and more liberty for the people. Democrats who voted for the big three need to come out and defend their votes, explain why the stimulus was needed, and explain to us why it's not working. That would be nice. Also, explain how government-run health care would be better for 300 million Americans when it doesn't work wherever it's been tried, even on smaller scales, okay? And tell us how the planet is warming when it's actually cooling, and how we need to be taxed into oblivion based on a fraud of global warming. Democrats, defend yourselves on the big three, okay? See if you can do that. So, as the media and the political candidates try to confuse us all with their silly issues in whatever district you're in, just ask the question about the big three. How did they vote? Or how would they have voted on those three critical issues? That's the way I see it. I'm Ron Futrell with Liberty.com.